love of others. So you're talking about a way of thinking here. Yeah, a new perception or a certain perception which causes this entire process you talked about. Yeah. When we reach this kind of attitude, we start examining ourselves, and then we discover in our evil inclination, in our general nature, which is entirely bad, which is only for my own benefit, so to speak, and against others. And this is how it is, even though that we think that we're to some extent good towards others. Later we find out that it's incorrect. And when I discover my evil qualities from light to heavy and I start correcting them with the help of the reforming light, I grade my egoistic desire, my evil desire, by 49 degrees from light to heavy, and I start performing special actions in order to draw a special light, a special force, which will correct the evil things about me, and this light, this force works on me, and really gradually turns me into a person who is good towards others. How does it work? I don't know. That's not my business. I only feel the result that I change. And then, when I also learn, as a result, actually, I learned that I consist of 49 degrees of egoistic desire, and I invert them into 49 good virtues, ascends towards bestowal and love of others. It follows that what I have to correct within myself in practice, what I have to especially be concerned with correcting, is up to the 33rd degree. Because according to the general calculation, if I've corrected myself till the 33rd degree, all the rest of the degrees will also be corrected. It's not that I don't demand the correction and I don't work with them, but I already have the confidence, additional forces that I can also correct them, because they especially are very hard. They're at the end of corrections, and the correction is always from light to heavy, so they're really very heavy desires. But I'm sure that I can do it, and also I can light them up. They're so heavy that when the reforming light reaches them, it lights them up. As a result of the ego that's burning inside them, they really start burning. They start emitting light. These desires are called the especially egoistic desires of receiving in order to receive, which you invert them to receive in order to bestow, which are the harder to correct. Yes. And therefore it's a special holiday on which for sure we reach the corrections. For sure, we reach this special day called the General Day of Correction, or the holiday of Shavuot, the holiday of the giving of the Torah, Matan Torah. Shavuot because it's 7 weeks, and also the holiday of Matan Torah, of the giving of Torah, that we celebrate the Torah with the help of which we have corrected the will to receive, for it to now be the will to bestow and love others. And it is entirely, it completely illuminates as a result of having bestowal and love, and as a result of all of us being connected together as one people, meaning the holiday of Shavuot symbolizes our ability to connect as one people. What I'm trying to understand is the explanation you gave regarding our life here now in Israel. Looking at Israeli society, it's full of hatred. Full of hatred. We're very polarized. There are many reasons, you can't even count the amount of reasons for which we're split up, separated. Really, hatred in everything. And it's already surfacing So sadly, okay, there's no point in talking about it. It's obvious. Israeli society is full of hatred. Now, I bring in Lag BaOmer to this place. If I understand the story as you explain it, Lag BaOmer is a holiday that symbolizes a process, the crossing from hatred between people onto a state of connection and love between people. Right. Connection and love, it's one and the same. You can't connect without love, and you can't love without connection. It's the expression of love is connection. So this is the picture, crossing from the worst possible relations to the best possible relations. This is what the Omer count symbolizes. Yes, it's the inversion. Inversion from hatred to love. We, historically wise, we came out of Egypt, we discovered the evil that we have, and now we're going to correct it. Okay, so this inversion from hatred to love is divided into 49 degrees. Right. During which I correct from light to heavy my attitude towards anyone who's not me. Right. You said that the force which corrects all of my hatred, the hatred in me, from the smallest hatred to the greatest hatred, that inverts it from hatred to love, you call this force light. Right. That's how it's called. Okay. I'll also ask about that in a moment, and I understand that the stop of Lag BaOmer, it symbolizes kind of 2/3 of the path from the 49 degrees, that if I made it to this place, I succeeded in correcting the first 33 degrees of the mountain of hatred that I have discovered towards others inside of me. And even though that the greatest hate is still ahead, I can calm down because I'm in the right direction. You have acquired such a part with the help of which you can correct the rest of the great big hate. Yes. Okay, and the entire process is built from light to heavy, right? Yeah. Okay, now, there are a few things here that I don't understand, and I'll be really happy if you can explain it in simple words. You said that there is a special force that I didn't exactly understand. Where is it and how does it work? You called it light, and you said that against the 49 degrees of hatred that a person discovers inside himself towards others, there are 49 portions of light. What are these portions of light? What does it do in me? How do I draw it? How does it invert my hatred into love? What is it, magic? It's a force that's hidden in nature, hidden from us. We discover only the evil force. What do you mean by that? The evil force is the egoistic force. I see that everyone, still vegetative, animate, and speaking in the reality that I see, that I discover, also inside myself, also in others, and everything. I discover only the attracting force, the force of self-love, and that's it. Why is it so? Because I, myself, am egoistic, and therefore I discover in each and every person, any animal, everything that exists, I discover in that person only the egoistic part. There's a rule. Anyone who blames does it because of his own flaws. Meaning, the way I am, this is how I see others.